Good evening, friends, and welcome to Karosnak. Yes, Karosnak is where we're at nowadays. On the 19th of February of 1970. And, well, the oil refinery is up and running. It has plenty of oil. It won't for long, though, because there are only 3 little sad oil derricks standing here. However, their quality of source is very high. So we're producing 6 tons a day per work day. That is, yes, that's very good. I'm down to half of my starting capital here. Yes. Now, if I could just get this wonderful product that you produce into these tanks, basically. You are currently holding oil. That's suboptimal. Yes, you are waiting there for fuel, which is good. What are you doing? Don't know. Don't care for the moment. I would like to get fuel into one of these. Yes. Do I care about the 100 tons of oil that is in here, for example? No, I don't. And yes, I hope that the ship didn't get too. Well, it's rust proofing for the ship. Yes, that ship is very rust proof now, I think. And that ship is standing there waiting for the wonderful fuel that we are making here. Yes, and why not get the pipe in and get the thing done then? Yes, you're gonna need a pump and you're gonna need a pipe. That's about it. Pipe. You still haven't built the fire station, have you? No, I haven't. Shouldn't you do that before something catches fire? You know how the things tend to catch fire a lot. Yes, I am getting around to it shortly. I'm just going to get this stuff built first, if I may. Anyway, if you breathe, if you remember to breathe, then you may do many things. If you forget to breathe, however, you get to do very few things. Very few things. Pump, oil, pipeline. Yes, pipeline. No, don't have that in here. No. If you would have looked up here instead of just hitting buttons like not even going to. No. However, this is sort of what we want. Yes, and then you're going to want to go up high so that we can get future infrastructure in below here, and there is a lot of there is already present infrastructure that is slightly in the way here. Really, yes. I thought you might. It overlaps with existing construction. Are you quite sure? Are you telling me that no? That's plenty of that safe clearance for diesel and medium voltage. It's only medium voltage, yes. That's fine. How much was that? Don't know. I think I could afford it, yes. And there we go. That's some income is now being... Yes, look, the ship is being loaded. On your way back here, do not do this. Now, by the way, meanwhile, or not meanwhile, you're loading up on the fuel that is available for now, which you have already done. Well, we can continue to be producing. I need to find a fire station. If I don't have one, I need to build one. Old school. Kindergarten. Small store. Restaurant. That's a pub, apparently. And then there are extremely poor housing. There's extremely poor housing, and there's a barrack. There are only barracks, yes, baracker. And this place that was some sports place. Okay, there isn't a fire station. I'm going to build a fire station. 5-year station. Yes, and where would you put that? In here, if it fits. It's where I would like to have it. Do you want to think about that not being able to build due to infrastructure, or should we have a proper argument about it? Okay, then you can't, because there's there's a medium, small, tiny power line going through here, Yes, screw that. That someone needs that. Yes, I shall remember to put it back. For the moment, though, this is for a good cause that you are without power for the moment, wherever you are. This is for a really good cause. And yes, perfect. Not that bit may not have been perfect, at least not. No. It's not. It's good for them to have a choice, I suppose, for which way they want to go. The fire station, and the fire station is also should maybe have. Stop it! Yes. I'm not able to get the road in. No. Screw it. Yes, and demarcation related equipment for citizen related is what we want. Yes, and a fire station man. It's the third time you're pushing it, finding it this. I'm going to need to have position it this way, and there you claim that the road connects. So yes, but then we didn't get what we can have that good, and I am upgrading dollars. Yes, as long as they will last. And out here is the power plant. That could certainly stand to have a decent road connected to it. What are you? What are you doing here? Unload at... We have other means of supplying, and you load at the cargo harbor. Whatever else it is you do, I don't care about that right now, but you get your fuel from here from now on, and we can... You're loading up at the cargo harbor here for many times. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're only loading up at the refinery, and then you go around here, basically, yes. And but maybe not unload all of it then, because you're going to need to. They're going to need to share, for the moment. We only have so much of it. We do. However, we don't need to send you to the refinery, no. We're not going to send you to the refinery. In fact, at all, we're going to send you here. That is much closer, and it's a much more proper place to do it. Yes, not unload, load. Yes, 100% of fuel, and wait, and don't. And why not go there now? In fact, yes. How are you doing? 170 tons of fuel, and that's worth 20,000 rubles. Right. It's not quite like a train, I'm gonna need to get myself one of those Volga Balts rather soon, I would say. If I can't do that, these tiny things. This will soon be going at a much higher rate, won't you? Yes, we are... I'd say that with those 3 oil derricks are keeping up, at least with the workload that we're able to put on the oil refinery right now. Maybe just put another bus on there, and you're also going to need to export export a bit of bitumen, you know, sooner or later. Yes, I know that. Bus. Yes, bus. Now, do we go for... Why not? The roads are really slow anyway, and there seem to be a lot of people waiting at the bus platform. Only workers. And to the bus stop outside the oil refinery. And go. And the fire station is... What? Didn't I click the button? What? Yes, I did, but it did not put the road in that time, you know. This time, however, it has put a mud road in, and really would prefer to have it as a proper road, you know. I could. Yes, I could. And you're going to need some fire engines. Yes. Now, it's the year 1970, okay. 80, 85, 62, that's slow. Why I seem to buy that 80, 90. Speed level 4 in, yes, this is quicker, but this is much better once it gets there. Right, and ladder, I suppose, is good to have, yes. Now you need firefighters, but they will, I think that they'll arrive. And, yeah, right, we have plenty of people here within walking distance, yes we do. What's going on here? You can't work because of kindergarten, 3 of you, 44 can't enjoy culture, well, sorry, at this point. Hospital, however, gonna need to get going, working on soon. Food, if you can't get food, I'm terribly sorry, but the store is, I mean, it's right there, so it's apparently without power supply. Yes, it would be, because, yes, I sort of cut down that to put the fire station in. Yes, I didn't. It's right there. You see, the angle of connection is apparently too sharp. It's going that way. Yes, for once I quite agree with your game that the angle of connection was too sharp. Unless, of course, you were to build the pole in such a way that it would form a turn or some such a 90-degree turn, which you can do, even though you have to reinforce the pole in the other way as well to make it stable, of course. Where is the other end of the thing here that cut off? Maybe it went straight to the power plant. Yes, it went yes, that's what it did. Going to, then I should, where is the substation that you're going to? It's here. Right, I think that I'm going to try and get a proper power line in here and do it in a slightly better way, maybe, if or fail miserably, we shall see. But okay, this takes up a bit more space than the previous model, but I mean, that is one extremely how do you say, pragmatic and functional community design. Yes, that's excellent. Now you have power again. You're able to buy food and everything. I'm sorry about that, but you're not hungry, at least. You're not feeling too well though. You're not able to visit the pub or tavern. That's because you're lazy. Yeah, other than that, you're pretty good. Okay, so no worries there. The ship has left. Really now? Already? Where did you go? tanker. 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 Apparently they are listed twice. Yes. Okay, where are you? You're very far away and you're going in here. I don't think that we want you to do this at all. Go here. Yes. You should. It would even have been helpful if I would have clicked that a long time ago. Because ships certainly do take their time, which I, yes, love about them. That's very nice. But yes, don't be quite so selective of what you sell neither. And yes, wait until loaded on bitumen, and this will take an age. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Burning fuel is what you're doing. You're going here to load up. Yes, because it's cheaper to buy stuff here. And then you're going to Strakorov General Harbor. Harbor? General Harbor, yes. To the General Harbor and the warehouse. And you have food. We have plenty of food here. And do we use that food? Or no, we don't. We don't bother to transport it to the store, apparently. No. I suppose we're gonna have to bother to do that then. Well, cheers for bothering about that. That's not what I need. I don't have anything I need, but yes, I have money. Or don't, but I will get money. Yes. Gonna want, what was it you wanted to transport again? A thing, you know, it was important. Food, yes. A covered hull is what you want. Covered hull, can I buy 1976? No, we're not quite there yet. I'd say this 4 tons, that's not a lot. 1962, 4.5 tons. 6 tons, you do 8 tons for reference. 6 tons. From 1966 to 1994, this was made apparently. The CAS 256B. Yes, that will be our food delivery mechanism here for now. And you are going from from here, yes. Warehouse, where you load up on food, and then you go to the store and unload, and why not wait whilst you're at it. I don't think that this is doing me much favors, all this running ships up and down for food, but well, if one were to develop maybe the area down here with the agriculture, would that be a reason? It doesn't really look. One would have to build bridges, you know, between the fields. It wouldn't make sense. No. So it's not for future use. It's just, I don't care about that. What I care about is producing fuel and bitumen and exporting it. And the bitumen ship is very far away. And it's going to take its lovely time to get here. And I really would prefer it if it would make it here sooner. However, what I can do, I am rather close to the NATO border here, which means that it's quite cheap to build stuff with with dollars. Yes, so I could invest in. Can I afford one of those small tankers? They didn't take much now, did they? Yes, okay, they are cheap. 200 tons, 300 tons, and yes, 300 tons. Yes, 2. Yes, be careful. You need to buy. Yes, you need to build this as well. You know, remember, ships slow, get them going. But yes, we may get a queue of ships here, and that may cause a problem. I don't know, but then you stop beyond western borders. Yes, and get going. Why don't you? And the other one, that's the same one. That's the other one. Go from here. You load up on fuel, and then you go and sell it for dollars. This will be interesting to see if this works. And just going to build myself a little bit of a... That's an input. I thought that was an output. That is there, but it is what it is. This game is... it is what it is, yes. And I'm going to need to cross this other pipeline here at some point, so I might as well get that done. And this is a bit further that way, so we're going to need to do something here. No. Yes. Yeah. And pipeline. To there, to here. Now, come on. A hill is causing an obstruction. Really. There we go. 63. Great. I could afford it. And this one we want to build as well. And the cursor is doing the thing with the thing. Did I remember to? No. I haven't done that, but I want to... If I pause, maybe it would be safe to... Yes, 300 tons or whatever it was of oil there spilled right into... over the hillside, down into... Yes, the river here. Isn't it lovely in the sunset? It's not doing quite the amount of coloring on the waves that I would have expected such an amount of oil to do, but there you go. So the cursor is still a bit broken, you know. Yes, I can fix that though. Yes, I can just do that and then do that for safety, and then you can escape out of it. Now, the oil is still not an issue. What I think will be an issue though is power. Yes, this I don't feel comfortable with. No, I really do not. And what about places like, where's the substation out here? Hunting power lines at night. Haven't we talked about this at some point? And you know what you could do is use this too, and all the way out there. Okay. Well, the voltage is good, so we are not overloading it just yet. But yes, this is part of the same bit that powers the oil refinery. And that will get up here once we get more people in, which maybe we will now. We shall see. No. The huge bus just arrived and there were 0 workers on board. That's not good. What are all you passengers waiting here for? Where the hell do you think you're going? What do you want? I don't think that this is doing you any good. And you're at home, you're wanting to pray, but you have gotten your food, and that's all you wanted this day, apparently. So, well, you're happy, you're healthy. Then you go out and wait at the bus platform again. I don't know why. Well, to work, because it is your work shift. Good of you. But 59. And how many people do we have in here? In what's the town called even? Shodashav. Is it really now? Doesn't even look like the center of town or even close to it. No, we shall try to christen this place. Now the oil refinery, and this will be the heart of the economy. This will literally be the heart that is pumping the oil through here and out into the world economy. Yes. So that is why we shall not name it war stock. Poor stock is, however, quite ironic that it would do that when we're talking about pumping oil through a system. Yes, indeed. What shall it be named then? Olja and heart, hjärta, oljehjärtat, hjärtepumpen, oljepumpen. Yes, the oil pump, simply, but pumpen has also a meaning in the case of the heart. Yes, so the oil pump. Yes, and that includes not only the pump, but also the community, of course, the city that will rise around it. These places, these are terrible places to live, and I want to improve the living situation. Can I afford it? Is the question. How much is like one of these great residential buildings, flats? Money 17,000, so that it's not that expensive, 17,000. Yes, I think that we can I want to put one. Absolutely not do that. No, don't even do that. No. Yes, this is going to take some fiddling, but it's the only way. Do it, Now temporary, you're not finished yet. No. Now, people, don't be worried. This is only temporary. You will get to live out here for a little while. All of you living on this street, in fact. Yes, no one's living anywhere here. No, well, that's good. That's all of you. Not you, apparently. Okay, now then. All of you are dealt with. Good. Could we even get this row into here? How full are you? Yeah, maybe we could get all of them in here, That would be very good, is what that would be, because that would mean that we could tear these terrible barracks down. Yes. And yep, you're almost done there. Or that's the first one, apparently, number one. Yes, and I think that we're just going to do a little bit of save here. Krasnoyarsk. The name is subject to change at any point. In fact, no, do not unpause until you have demolished the buildings. And I think that now at 0.8.0. I think is it 15 or 16 even? 15, 14, 15, somewhere along here. It seems to have stabilized, so you can now safely demolish buildings, at least in a small game like this. But if in that Demokratiska Böhmen, I don't think that it is safe to demolish stuff. No. But careful, you want to only do this stuff, Then you have to, okay, well, fine. That was a little bit of an important bit of road. You know, now, if I could buy all of this, fund all of this with dollars, that would be quite nice. Let's see. So I do have a lot shorter turnaround time to the western border. Beyond the borders, but you are back here. What are you doing? Beyond the borders. I think I read somewhere that you need to place a buoy in order for ships to understand. Now there's plenty of stuff going on here. Yes, it is, but I think I got the thing under control here. Like that. And you go... So, after Strakoro cargo station, you head by this buoy here. Waypoint, yes. And why not head there now? Go to the waypoint. Go to the... No. No. After that, do that. Don't do this. Waypoint. Yes. Waypoint. No. You stop. Yes. Waypoint. Delete. Go. No. What the? I'm not sure about what delete stop. Yes, and now after waypoint, western borders now, and go to waypoint if you know. Beyond the borders. The economy is sort of depending on you here, that we can get this to work. You know, 300 tons. This is like nothing. This is... I'm going to need to get myself a Volga Balt. That's what's going to happen. And to do that, screw you and your ships. I'm going to use to build a great railroad down here to get some speed in the exchange of goods between the north and the south here. Yes. You can't have these slow, so very slow. Or maybe we could, but we could have a lot of them. But they don't work. They don't seem to... Did you have to go to the west and sell stuff, you know? If you wouldn't mind. That would help, like, a lot. But you don't seem to... you seem to like hanging around the harbor. That's what you seem to do. And that's great and all, that you like hanging around the harbor, but it's really not helping the economy and helping me report good stuff to Moscow, you know. Do you want me to report bad stuff to Moscow? Well, we're not going to tell Moscow about you. In fact, yes, we're trying to get you to head to the western borders, but maybe you don't want to defect. I'm not asking you to defect. I'm just asking you to go sell the stuff. Is that really too much to ask? Did you figure it out? It took you a couple of days of going around in here, but eventually... But you are still quite confused. Head back to the harbor then. You are doing progress. Yes, look at this. Indeed, look at this. sunset, pathetic looking ship. But skepp ohoj och skål för fan. And I think I have I think I know I have a track that is called Atlantis by audionautics.com, and Atlantis might suggest a nautical theme. I don't know, but also it is rather dry, this not having a great thundering sound on this. Wonder if I could arrange that in the moonlight or in the sunrise. We're running at high speed. Don't do that. That takes a lot of drama out. There we go. That's much nicer. That's the shot you want. And yes, I am male, so I can only do one thing at once. I have not, in the meantime, magically. I can't even talk while looking for what I'm trying to. Neither remember what it is I'm looking for. Yes, I seem to recall now what it is. And I need to do, it's complicated things here, I want to do this, something. No. Maybe, no. I think, no. This is getting ridiculous at this point. I realize. I'm terribly sorry. I sincerely hope it will be worth it. It won't, though. But just maybe. Just maybe. Now I'm talking again instead of doing the thing I'm supposed to, which means that nothing is happening. I think I found I'm a bit of a ways there, at least. Meanwhile, we have not made it very far. We are moving slowly. As slow, in fact, as this is loading what I'm trying to do here. It's very good system here, very helpful, very quick. It may also be okay. That's not going to be helpful, I don't think. Maybe, let's see here. Yes. We could have the sound of a stream. Well, at least it is water. It's not quite what I was had in mind, though. This makes me want the need to go to river. Still a bit makes you. It reminds you of that you have a urine bladder that needs emptying every now and then. No, this is not going to work. Just get with the program and understand that and give up on it. Perhaps. You know what? I think I'm going to have to do that. Yes. Well, yes, very good. Yeah, I'm sorry for losing track here. You get what you get. It's what it is. Det är bara så. Så att, friends, have I made any money yet? I don't think I have. This year. 11,000 I have exported oil. Okay. And resource status. Is there any hope for... I only have 200,000 rubles left. You will allegedly bring $60,000 if you make it to the border. And you? Have you managed to make it out of the... or is it you? Oh, you have managed to make it out of the thing eventually. Good. It probably won't work reliably though this. In vehicles. Ships. I don't think I have any trains, so I suppose that maybe a ship is a train. I think it does, because it's 296 tons of bitumen here, and it's 296.6 tons of bitumen there, so that's a correlation. So a ship is a train, apparently. And this is going to take ages. And what are we up to here with... we don't have many workers. As I was sort of relocating these people for only a short while, and then I got a little bit distracted, and now I remember what the heck it is what I was doing. I was building a new house for these people. Immediately, without delay, I shall get right on it. I'm terribly sorry for getting distracted. Yes. We want to build using dollars, indeed. Yes? Wouldn't you like a road? You can have a footpath down there if for some reason you would. You are all getting to move back in to the same location as you lived previously. That should make you much happier. Except for the stubborn person that insists on staying here for some reason. Lavr Filipovich Pamfilov. You are about to die because you are very unhappy and you're a bit unhealthy. Yes, if you were to move here, which I have very much encouraging you to do, I think that you would you really need to visit a doctor though, and that won't happen, I'm afraid. We don't have, you know, a hospital is you know what, I think I have something for you. Yes, hospital, yes, small clinic, hospital, no, small clinic. This is still a bit expensive, I think. No, it's not expensive, but it's what the hell, they're getting a small clinic, yes they are. I wonder, I don't think I have any doctors though. Do I have any educated people here? None. One. And I think that person was in fact in need of visiting a doctor. Weren't you? You have a university education. Why don't you get to work here? There we go. One person, one doctor. The first doctor of the Krasnoyarsk nation, proud doctor of the Krasnoyarsk nation here. Tikhon Kirillovich. He's working hard. He has quite a queue of people here. Am I going to have to invite experts from the Soviet Union? Do I have Where's the oljepumpen? You need to build a city hall. I don't have a city hall? What? Yes, I do. Thought I did, but apparently I don't. That's unfortunate. People are... I started out at about 2,000, I think. Didn't I? 1,600. Not a lot of people, no. Not a lot of people. Now we do have a lot of doctors here all of a sudden. Should I buy them an ambulance or two, maybe? Yes, I think I should. Which one is the fastest? The 100 kilometers an hour? Is it available? Yes, it is. It's... I suppose it is this one then. It's the cheapest one as well. It doesn't... Yep, have two of those. The engine power might have been lower, so maybe they accelerate slower. I don't know. Who cares? The 8th of April. So, before we... something is coming back. You are coming. You are... Okay. You're doing that stuff. For not a whole lot of use. Well, you're bringing in food. And is that thing working? No. That's because you didn't hit this button. It helps to do that, you know. But the oil refinery is not doing bad. It isn't doing bad. And there's more oil than the people here can make use of. And I think that the people are living in these crappy old houses that are... We should get them into these nice prefabs as soon as possible. And I mean, we have a construction office here, and we might even have... we have a barge of gravel. Why not try and throw up one of our... I realized that term doesn't translate well into English if you use it like that. But to construct a one of these buildings, yes, that's what we shall try and do. The point then is not to use that. Now, would it make... Yes, we're building for the future here, aren't we? Yes, we are, and we are... Let's try something like this. And like that. And in the middle there, someday there will stand something. For the moment, though, nothing. We are buying the roads, but we are... that is... Can I? How much can I afford? Don't do that. Do this. This is what you want to do. Yes. That. Roads. I mean, having mud tracks is not something that... Yes, the money has not run out yet. And here, in order to get fuel for your vehicles, you're driving down a mud road. We're not going to have that. Not as long as we have dollars in the bank account, at least. And here, straight through town, in the center of town, we should be ashamed of ourselves. And the money is about to run out. This building would appear to not be connected by a road here to the outside world. No. And I now have no dollars left. And I sort of need this road to be finished so it can be used. Yes. And that ought to do it. No, nothing unfinished. Good. That got us somewhere. Right? There are workers here, but there is no... Now, yes. This construction office... I'm going to get myself another construction office, and I'm going to get myself no, not from dollars, but apparently a ship has made it somewhere. A ship, there it is, friends. The ship is unloading. The ship is unloading. This calls for this is a joyous occasion, isn't it? And I messed up my music thing. Yes. No matter. No matter at all. No matter at all. However, one ship is already done here. You have unloaded bitumen. You are unloading fuel. Not very quickly though. Really slow. Of course you are. You're a ship. You are slow. It's your nature. Right, well, with this I was intending to get dumpers. Yes, dumpers. What do we have? It is the 1970s. What is the greatest dumper in the 1970s? 7 tons. 76, no, 74 I could do 12 tons, say. That's a trailer. How about that? And another one, yes. And another one, maybe. What did I just buy? 7 tons. Not bad. And it's, yes. And one of those. Yes, dumpers. Great. And do I need... yes, open hulls. Open hulls. I really do want... I should, however, for you to be able to do something, I kind of need to set you to go tell you where to load up on things, you know. And that's where you get gravel. That's the aggregate. And out here you can get stuff as well. Yes? Yes, all of that stuff you can get out there. You know, good. Should you want to oil? Yes, I am apparently consuming one worker. One worker? What? Are you all busy with the construction work here? I'm telling you, the oil refinery is important. It's top priority. You people, don't wait around here. Why are you even doing this? Never mind. But where are you? You all should be, you know, can't enjoy culture. You're fine. Go to work here, please. All of you. And especially all of you. And yes, all of you. You go work here. You're going to work at the oil refinery. 0 workers. What did I change? I tore down a bunch of houses and built this instead, which is... Are you kidding me? It's not connected to the bus. Of course it is. This is 48 meters from the bus platform. And now I've told all these people to actually go there, and let's hope that has an effect. Right, dear friends, this is still number 3, right? Yes, it is still number 3. Karasnov. This will take a while. These things to get going. But I think that I might have a viable economy going. There is bitumen and fuel available, and I have now sold stuff. Yes, I have. Oh, no, not as of yet, at least. Yes, I sold both bitumen and fuel, and rubles, none. I have not managed to export any rubles. Why would that be? Where are those ships? I should have, I should have the ships going for tankers with this. You're doing strange things, I suppose. You're not going to the border at all. In fact, where are you? Yes, you are. You're heading for the Soviet border. Don't do this. No. There you go. Beyond the borders, Soviet. Unload, not oil, anything. No. That's what you want. Yes. Dear friends, next time we will have the answer. If this will unload and bring us all of 22,000 rubles. Thank you so very much for watching, and good night.